Right, I'm going west now. So this is lovely. Yeah, another bit of woodland, just come off the track there. So yeah, I got about 2 miles. I've got to cross over the A24. they both, honestly, both those roads, the A27 and the A24, just finding crossings. I mean, yeah, some parts there are some nice bridges and tunnels and whatever, but there are so many where it's basically you're asked to go in onto a little road and you're doing the same as the traffic. It's like they're treating you like a car or something, what you have to do, which isn't oh, this is lovely, which isn't ideal. So the A27 has kind of bitten me twice today, so I will at some point need to cross down over the A27, but there are nicer crossings. You know, I know where some crossings are, so not too worried about that. I am going to be crossing over the A24, as I said, which is the main road that links London and Worthing, actually, yeah, and it kind of goes via Horsham, yeah, just the other side of Horsham, probably the east side, I would think. I can't remember, honestly. Been such a while since I've been up that way. So yeah, I got a couple of miles, or 1.5 miles, something like that, to Cissbury Ring. Going to spend a little bit of time there, you know, not that long, but you know, just enough time, just walk over it. Yeah, because I'll be coming from the west and walking east, so yes, I will be walking through it, walk around a little bit of it, because I've just not done that for a while. And obviously, I mean, this is kind of lockdown territory walk, you know, where I am now. Once yeah, this is funny actually, because it is like, you know, when Boris said, oh no, you can just go out like 1 hour a day exercise, whatever, and just once. So that was me, yeah, being very good, just going out once and going back feeling very miserable. I was on my own, I was in an enclosed space, and actually it was a large enclosed space, you know, larger than I am now, anyway. Then when you kind of, you know, things were lifting the first time, kind of late spring, early summer, 2020, which seems a lifetime ago now. And it was, you know, someone asked him, it's like, you know, but how long are we allowed to go outside? And he's like, oh, I don't know. You know, however, you know, what's your class as exercise? It's like, well, you know, whatever you're used to doing. And there's me in the back of my mind sort of thinking, right, okay, before this I was doing like 20 miles. Yeah, okay, so that's perfectly okay then. So that's what I was doing. I was actually going out. And I don't think, you know, I do remember trying to keep away from villages and any kind of communities. So I was just walking down paths like this, and it was funny actually. People looking like scared rabbits, you know, just coming towards me. I was probably looking the same actually, you know, when you actually see people walking towards you, and it's like, oh god, okay, I've got to keep to the side. And more like than not, before I even got to them, they would actually go right as far in as they possibly could, and with their facing away from me, but you know, so that we wouldn't breathe the same air or whatever. You know, they were nice, you know, it was, you know, I think, you know, we were all a bit sort of like, oh, don't know what we're supposed to do. It's partly we don't want to be either passing on or catching anything from you or to you, and also if they didn't know, you know, what my thoughts were on it, it was just etiquette really, you know. So that was kind of hiking etiquette. Everyone was, you know, everyone was saying hello to each other still, you know. It wasn't like walking down the streets. That was one of the first things I noticed when I was first out actually, that as well as keeping the distance away from you, a lot of people were actually avoiding eye contact which was actually, you know, it was sad. It was really, really sad. So hopefully that's all in our past. We can move on. Things are obviously a lot better now. And who would have thought it would have gone on for such a long time though? But yeah, kind of almost like fond memories. You know, it was kind of, you know, real camaraderie. The first hikes that I was doing, you know, first of all, it's kind of the rule of six. Well, first of all, it was just me. Then I was meeting up just one friend, possibly occasionally two friends. You know, whatever the rules would allow. And then I just remember, and I didn't even remember the date, my first group hike, which was 29 miles. I mean, it was 19 miles, but I walked to Shoreham and back. Yeah, because the walk started and ended in Shoreham, so it was yeah, an extra 10 miles for me, 5 miles there, 5 miles back. And yeah, there were 6 of us, so, and that was lovely. I remember all the photos, the group photos, looking like we were like members of like an indie band or something, just standing, just, you know, really far apart from each other. There would be like the hike leader. Yeah, I mean, the first few, it was Colin, and he will be taking a photo, so there'll be 5 of us just standing randomly around, just looking at the camera, being as far apart as possible from each other. Yeah, it just seems absolutely ridiculous now, but, and I do remember certain photos that I took on hikes, where, I mean, I think a lot of people didn't realise that hiking groups were actually exempt from the rule of 6. They could actually go up to 30. Most didn't. Most were very, very responsible and didn't go up to 30. But I'd take some nice group photos, you know, just kind of from a distance, just of the group. But I couldn't publish them on social media because I didn't know what the reaction was going to be, and I found that quite sad. So I've got some nice photos of groups, which I must put up maybe now that it's more acceptable. You know, we weren't breaking rules or, you know, anything. We were just, yeah, I mean, it might have been just like about 10-15 of us, and we were kind of distancing. But, you know, I think a lot of people didn't, you know, realise that, you know, we were outside. The likelihood of passing anything on is very low. But anyway, yeah, okay, civilization. I think this is Findon actually that we're coming up to. Yeah, I'll probably have to cross through Findon over the A24 in Findon, and the other side to Cissbury Ring. So yeah, we're going east still, and yeah, I'm really enjoying this hike today anyway. Right, just climbing up Cissbury Ring, very popular today, which is good. Yeah, I expected it to be as well. Right, well, I was sitting at Cissbury Ring, just looking at the scenery for quite a while, which is lovely views from there. And I've kind of decided I'm just going to walk home. I've got a bit fatigued, and yeah, I suddenly realised I hadn't had lunch, and I'd walked about 12 miles, so yeah, got about 2.5 miles to get home. Yeah, I forgot this path splits in two, so that's one way. You can't really see it, but yeah, that's the path there, and obviously this is this way. This I think is the nicer one because it's more enclosed. That's always a bit muddier. Yeah, there are 2 guys in front of me, and they started walking down here, and I think they kind of decided, oh, we don't know where it's going to end up. I do know where it's going to end up. Kind of the same place that path ends up, really. And I'm kind of glad they changed their mind because they're walking down the main path, the official path. So I've got the unofficial path to myself. Right, so I think, yeah, because that kind of leads up to the main path. I think they actually walked through there because I saw them in the distance, wondered how they got there so quickly. They changed their mind. Yeah, they decided not to go down there, to go down there.